Ladies and gentlemen, the RRT Boxing Show with your host, Mr. A, shall begin shortly in 5, 4, 3, 2. Alright, folks, let's talk some boxing. Let's talk some boxing. A nice silhouette. Because all we talking is boxing that dark, boxing that night, right here in the boxing rehab for us junkies. Now, there's been a lot of Erislandy Lara news as of late. And of course, I'm loving it. That is my favorite fighter, Mr.A.'s favorite fighter. He's in the finish line is in sight in this race. Talking about him fighting to his 40s. And now he has been all but officiated to headline the 29th card. As it's on the been out there reported by the Athletic. So this is a fight maker. The RRT Boxing Show presents the fight maker. Who is Erislandy Lara going to fight? I think I have an idea of what the plan is for Erislandy Lara. What the end game, what Al Heyman and the PBC has for Lara. I think I do know what that is. We will split that into another separate video. This is just going to be about who they're going to give him for the 29th. Now, this pattern is a typical Erislandy Lara pattern. Like I said, you can say whatever you could want to say about his resume. He has some shit opponents. Just like any fighter, any top-notch fighter, they have shit opponents. I get it. But the only one I can actually sit here and defend, because like I said, this is my favorite fighter. This is the one guy I actually looked up records and looked up opponents, tried to guess who he was going to fight and blah, blah, blah. So looking at the standings of 154, I can pretty much almost tell you who he's going to fight, because this goes right along Erislandy Lara's career path of opponents. It always goes like this. Now, you're looking at 154, the top half of the division, the WBA division. Because remember, Erislandy Lara is the regular champion. He's the world champion. The top half of that division, take away Hurd and Williams, they're pretty much, everyone else is tied up. Hurd is number 1, Williams is number 3. Are those two guys going to step in on this short of a notice on the fight the 29th? I seriously doubt it. You got number 2, Madamov, taking on number 6, Eric Walker. You got him, that fight's taking place the 15th. You got number 4 and number 7, Lubin and Goucher going at it on the 19th of September. You got the number 5 guy, Korbunov. He's fighting in September against some 6-1 guy. So everyone is accounted for on the top half of the division. Then you got number 8, Kell Brook. With domestic traveling, I don't think that's happening, especially with quarantine and taking a fight on the 29th. So isolation and all that good 14-day isolation stuff, I don't see that happening. So the top 8 are done. And this usually goes just like Erislandy Lara's career. His whole career, like I said, you can shit on his resume, shit on who he's fighting, but Like I said, me being that's my favorite fighter, I know what the shit, how he works, how he programs. He spends his whole fucking year trying to get a big fight. You know, when he was at the 154, it was him and the Charlo brothers holding it down, those three champions. The other champion was Demetrius Andrade. Everyone was trying to fight Demetrius. They couldn't get that fight. He tried to fight Triple G, tried to fight Canelo, tried to fight Cotto. He tried to fight any big name. And then when it was time to get his mandatory, like, hey, you can't get a big fight, so-and-so, you got to defend that belt. He fought whoever was up next. Whoever was mandatory, whether it's a big name, a hot shot name, or number 7, number 9. Whoever was next. That's who Erislandy Lara fought after he spent the whole time trying to get a fight that never developed. And it's looking like that's what's about to happen right here. His comeback fight is going to be the next person up. And like I said, number 1 through 8, we just went through. And if you want to talk about who his possibilities are, you know, just with the travel ban or travel restrictions, we could probably eliminate number 15, Venezuela. You know, but I won't be surprised. You know, you know in boxing, when you need a fight, you get someone from the fucking Central America, Panama, Venezuela, Colombia. Get one of those dudes. But I think we could eliminate number 15. We could eliminate Anthony Fowler, who fights tomorrow. So 14 and 15 and the top 8 are gone. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people left out of the top 15. And you got one guy, number 12 from France. So I think we can eliminate him. So you got 4 people. You got number 9, number 10, number 11, and number 13. You got those 4 people with a possibility who could fight Erislandy Lara on this shortcoming notice. One of them is from Canada. 3 of them are in the United States. So we'll go with the Canada guy. Crowley. Number 10. Possibility, his last fight was against 7-19. You know, 7-20-19. No one knows him, but he's number 10. You can fight number 11. He's in the USA, Vendetta. Another guy no one's probably really going to know. His most famous resume loss is to Soro. So some boxing names, boxing junkies in here, right here in the rehab might recognize Vendetta. Seen him on a few undercards around. So that's number 10 or 11. Or the 2 top choices, I think, just because the PBC circuit, they've been on the TV station, they've been in there. Number 13, I believe his first name is Thomas Lamada. You know, his last fight was it was in January of 2020, and his last fight was against who I think might be the opponent for Erislandy Lara, because he's next up in line, Jorge Cota. He has the name. He's like a good B-, C+ middleweight, super welterweight fighter. He beats the guys who are maybe contenders. He loses to the elites. You know, and he beats enough contenders. He gets enough shot at another elite. He's always there. So I would like to see him fight. Out of those choices, like I said, everyone else is tied up. His choices are Cota, Crowley, Vendetta, and Lamada. 3 U.S. guys and 1 Canadian. I think the Canadian's going to be out of the picture. Even though it's not the travel ban, but it's easier just to get the USA guys. So with Cota, Lamada, and Vendetti, you got Lamada, and like I said, Cota already connected with the PBC TV networks and all that. Lamada lost to Cota. Cota is ranked higher, get more of a name. You know, Cota, I think it's going to be. I kind of would like to see him fight Lamada. You know, I won't mind seeing, even though Lamada's on the loss, coming off the loss to Coda. I kind of like seeing older veterans beat younger up and coming contenders. But since Lamada lost to Coda, I understand why that fight's gonna happen. It follows the career path of it, and plus he's the next one up. Systematically, this is the fight that's supposed to happen. Do we like it? Probably not. But in the rules are rules. This is systematically the next fight Erislandy Lara should be fighting. It should be Coda on August 29th. This is the RRT Boxing Show. This is the Mr. A's Fight Maker. Let's see if we get a fight. Erislandy Lara and Coda. Thank you for your time and support.